Hello collective, it's Kai in a fit. So not really here to show the fit, but at the same time might as well, right? Because it's fucking fire. This is the fit. I just went to a really great event. Okay, so if you're in Las Vegas and you want to hear, I don't really know what the genre is, to be honest. It's like techno, ravey, but like also yeah, techno, ravey, not really house music. Let me look at it real quick. I'm so sorry. But also to tell you guys the name of this collective. It's colorflow.wav. So fucking good. So fucking good. Like, I met a few of the artists today, or the DJs today, and honestly, I was like so thankful. I was just so thankful. Okay, so colorflow.wav, wav. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but anyways, DJ and producer group. Yeah, it just says like rave music. Yeah, it says rave. But house music. It is house, EDM, and live music. Yeah, honestly, I wanted to talk a little bit about giving things a chance, because as someone who likes to event hop and also just go to, also I'm gonna take off my jewelry because this is like, it's the end of the day. it's 2:11. Nice, thank you angel numbers, in the fucking morning, and I have work today. So anyways, giving things a chance, even if you're going alone, I feel like is so important, especially for me, because it's like I do this all the time, and I've definitely met people who don't like going to things alone, or even going to like the cafe alone. I've met people like that, and I guess I just kind of want to share my own experience by doing this, because I went to 2 events this weekend. I went one Friday night, and it was like in the middle of the desert. Okay, so like honestly, it was kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. I was kind of scared when I was walking up, because I was just like, am I in the right place? And there literally was barely anyone. Like, it was me and then a couple, and then they left, and then another couple, 2 other couples actually came. Okay, that's also another thing. I could totally talk about it, but I'm not gonna talk about it in this video. Well, maybe I will. Anyways, but I love going to events because I really value the music. I really value music in general, and good music. And the only ways that I could really describe to you guys how I discern these things is I have an ear that is just trained classically from piano from the past, and because of that, and also being very involved in music in terms of singing and piano, and like even in the past with flute, so like very structured, right? So when I hear good music that has good beats, good transitions, it's like cohesive and clean, but also not boring, not the same beat over and over again. I've been to so many clubs on Fremont Street in Vegas where it's like there's so many DJs that play the same fucking beat, and then they put some other stuff over that beat, right? And I understand that mixing is one thing, and I'm not well versed in DJing, but I have my own preference, in other words, right? So when I go to these events, I really keep that intention in mind. I understand that I'm not here to drink or to smoke, or pretty much to be intoxicated and to like lose myself in that way. It's more of like I really immerse myself in the music, and I just enjoyed today so much, because even though yes, I enjoyed the other event on Friday, because the DJ was very good quality. That's actually why I stayed out for maybe like 2 hours or something, but today it was like I went kind of late, which I don't regret it, but like I know now that I need to go earlier so I can listen to everyone, because everyone had their own style. Oh gosh, I'm gonna try and remember their names. Romar had really good music that was different, and yet also the transitions were very cohesive. He told me that he played anime music, which I am sad that I missed, but I'm looking forward to hearing his whole set next time. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh god. And then Rome, I met Rome. Very good. He played with, oh gosh, I don't know who he played with, but it was like a duo that played. Actually, I can look it up right now. Rome and YHN, they played back to back, like they played together or they mixed together, and it was just so good. It was just so good. Like, I can't even describe how good it was. And the fact that they literally were preparing for it like a week, less than 2 weeks ago, and they were just like, oh, this is fire, like let's just do a show. And I'm like, thank God, because it was their debut show today too. So I go for that, right? And I practice abstinence, and so I'm not really open necessarily to, like, okay, my thing is I'm not there to be physically touched but I am there to like meet people at the same time as like be in good spirits with them in general. And so I just keep that in mind, because someone came up to me while I was standing outside. I honestly started like zoning out, and because I was getting tired, my feet were hurting, and I was just zoning out and drinking water. And like I was about to go in eventually, probably was my thought, but I wasn't really thinking at all. I was just like there. And then this guy came up to me, he was like, do you smoke a cigarette? And I was like, no, I'm good. And then he was like, but do you want to like come over and like hang out with us? And I was like, he's like, don't just stand there alone, like, and stuff like that, like along the lines of that. And I was like, oh, I don't mind being alone, but I said it kind of under my breath because I felt like he wasn't really listening to me anyways, cause like, what? And I was like, never mind. But then I ended up not even talking to him. I just ended up talking to the girl that was there. And you know, I feel like for me at least, when talking to people who are intoxicated, like I really feel the energy of like how different it is. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but like, or if you're old enough, but like I mean, sorry, I'm like a little all over the place, but giving it a shot is so important to me. Like, even though I don't know if the music's going to be good because it's like new people or like people that I've never listened to or I don't follow, and like I've heard opinions about this kind of like general idea of like festivals and stuff where like, yes, people do go for specific people. Like, for example, Head in the Clouds, definitely going for Rich Brian. Like, I don't even hesitate to know the fact that I'm gonna go to Head in the Clouds. I just need to decide which kind of ticket, and hopefully they also start the sale soon so I can, you know, buy it. But anyways, I think it's just important to give it a shot, because in the end, you will make your own judgment and discernment on whether you want to leave, right? And as you should, right? Because my thing is, I go alone, so I have like a very fluid time of I have a very fluid time of being able to go in and out, and like I'm very cohesive, and I just flow in that way. Like, if I don't like the music, I walk away. If I, you know, I go to the bathroom to check if I have anything on my face, like any eye boogers and shit like that, because that bothers me. And you know, I dress very nice because I love, you know, dressing for an event. Like, all of these things I prioritized, and I have this intention to spend time with myself. That's literally what it is. And I'm not saying that you should go alone, or, you know, or that something's wrong with like going with other people, but it's different. It's definitely different. And like, I've recognized that today, because I invited someone that I was like, I'm starting to like talk to more, and hopefully collaborate in some way. But like, I recognize that like I'm going to this event, and if you wanted to join, I would love to extend the invite, right? So that in itself kind of has been me, or more so it has been me just not having expectations, you know, not being attached to someone being with me, but like having this presence to appreciate another person in this environment, and also being flexible. Like, you know, like it doesn't have to go my way, but at the same time, I'm willing to go and I'm also going to have fun. Like, I know that. Like, that's just something that I've already experienced time and time again with myself. And so I guess in the end, giving things a shot, whether it's going with people, which would be for me, and like also understanding that maybe I won't like this music and that's okay. It's just important for me to keep that open mind so that, you know, you never know what can happen, because today I had so much fun. I met some people, and then I also did get a little overexcited. I just tend to get really excited about meeting people that I like respect a lot, and this has happened, but it's getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. 'Cause I think, okay, I will talk about it, but the component of being attracted to someone has been also been dawning on me a lot, especially as someone who practices abstinence. So I'm not here to hook up, as nice as that would be. I honestly know that for me at least, it is really significant in energy exchange on the physical dimension. So that's just me, right? But like, that's also something that I keep a boundary with myself. So, you know, like, I'm here to respect me, and I know that sometimes I may want it, but I don't need it. And so when I was at the first event on Friday, like, this couple came up to me. Or not even the couple, just the guy, and he was just like talking to me, which was nice. It was kind of friendly. But then he like randomly said like, oh, if you're in San Diego, like, we should go out together, like all of us, and like, would you like to meet my partner? And then I think what really veered me in the other direction was the not so open nature of the partner, and me talking to her and just trying to like be cordial, but also just like get to know her and connect, but that being like already cut off. And of course there are an infinite amount of like reasons as to why and what their situation is, but I think that just was me intuitively understanding that, one, I'm not even trying to be a third, but like for some reason it just happens because I am single, and I know that I attract people, and that's just natural. That's just natural. I'm not saying like, you know, like, I'm just saying like I attract people naturally. And so when that happens, I'm like, well, I'm just here to be friends. And I got excited because I was like, oh, they climb, and like I would love to like talk to them about that, but she wasn't that open to it. And so literally after I started talking to her, they danced a little bit and then they left. And he like wanted us to exchange information, or I also did too, because I would love to climb with people outside of Vegas and, you know, just explore in that way. But that happened, and that was just another thing that I realized, like, I really like I think the biggest thing for me that I'm recognizing is like, I am not open to anyone who's taken, right? And not to say that I'm not attracted to people that are taken. And that happened to me today, where I was just like, I know you're taken, but like, to me, I am attracted to you, but like, I'm not gonna do anything about it. Period. Fucking period. Okay? Like, that is also a boundary that I keep with myself, because I felt very betrayed in the past from my past relationship, and I know what it feels like to feel like that insecurity and anxiety and like that fear, in other words. So it doesn't matter, but I did like experience like my emotions today. I like allowed myself to be like, okay, valid, like, he's attractive, whatever, but like, it doesn't mean that I would date him, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, that's just too far. Like, Jesus Christ. But that's not even the point, because honestly, I just had to experience that, in other words, and like acknowledge my emotions and then let it go. So once again, giving things a shot, allowing myself to experience new things and be alone, it's of significance, because at the same time, I'm also not gonna let other people like down my own experience. I recorded this video when I was in California, and I didn't post it because honestly I was like on a high, like a DJ high, which is really nice, and it was just me acknowledging at the time, like, I've set boundaries because I went out with a friend and I set boundaries, and I said, like, for example, or what I did say was just like, I'm not here to socialize, I'm here to dance and listen to the music. And then they were intoxicated, so I guess that just slipped their mind. But I am very clear on that. Like, I'm not here to flirt with people all the time. Like, sometimes I am open to it, but like most of the times I'm not. Really not. Which, it doesn't like suck, but like, you know, I fucking wish, bro. Like, that would be nice. But it's like, I don't even want to go into that. Like, I set boundaries. I know how to have a good time. And then I open myself up to the possibility of things. Like, of things turning sour, of like someone violating my own boundaries, whether it's forcefully or not. And that has happened to me before, where I was extremely, trigger warning, I was extremely molested in Korea at this club called Fountain. And like to such a high degree, and that was the first time I've ever experienced it in that way. And like where the point where I was like literally being pulled by people and I had to hit their hands away from me. And my friend was intoxicated, so she didn't like get the signal that we had already established. And then I started crying when I got home because I was just so overwhelmed and I felt safe in that space. And so those kinds of things I've experienced, and that's why I've understood, like, I'm not here to like make myself have a bad time just because it's not a very positive experience, you know? Like, I don't like the music, or someone like touches me, or like, you know, like my friend and I split ways. Like, that's not a negative thing to me all the time. Like, I'm not saying to define any other point moving forward, but I'm sorry, I'm digressing again. Like, I just wanted to make this video so short, but I was like, but yeah, I gave it a shot. I had fun. Today is so good. I can't wait for the next event. It's supposed to be a cosplay anime event, and I'm so fucking, like, I'm so excited because I'm actually thinking of cosplaying as Haribel from Bleach, because I have this one piece that I designed that looks like the front of her, pretty much her bra or bikini, but it's not really a bra, it's like bones. But anyways, I have something that's kind of hopefully going to work out. I don't know if I still have it or if I gave it to my friend, my stylist friend, so I'm gonna work on that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I just wanted to send this energy out since it was really good experience, and I wanted to give them a shout out because if you're in Vegas, I highly recommend you give them a shot, because genuinely the fact that today was their debut show and it was this clean, like their transitions were good, it wasn't boring. I think the last person, whose name I don't know unfortunately, or it was just very different, each one of them. And if you're really into like intense EDM or techno, I guess you would call that EDM, but if you're into that, then this will definitely be something up your alley. But it was, oh, I'm so sorry, Jesus Christ. It was, I think it was Kojo. Yeah, it was. Jesus, that's like so intense. Like, I'm done. I'm tuning into the night ritual now. But yeah, please give them a shot because I really support them already. And like, it just takes one time. It really just takes one time, like going out, and whether you're alone or not, like truly you can have fun. Because I mean, I am a living example of this, but like, it's so great to be able to like be free in the moment and dance and like go hard and like actually take off my jacket because I'm dancing enough to get hot. Like, that genuinely is so like is so telling of the fact that I enjoyed it to me, because I'm like, I only dance if I enjoy it. But either way, okay, like I need to end this video. But thank you so much for listening. Appreciate the fit, you know, like I appreciate the fit. In other words, like, okay, I'm obviously tired because I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, shout out to, oh fuck, I already forgot their fucking names. Jesus Christ. Guapo, shout out to Rome, shout out to Romar and White Jen and Kojo. And I didn't even get to hear Jinx, but 1:30 to 3, bro, like I'm done. Like I need to sleep. And what time is it? It's 2:30. But yeah, I had fun getting ready. I had fun going. I had fun back. I'm having fun right now. And thank you so much for the support. Like, I don't know where these videos are gonna go. That's the point. Like, I just want to record in the moment, and that has always been my intention. But I really do appreciate the people who have been resonating and receiving support from me, and just me talking about my experiences. And I hope that this video finds you well, and thank you. Thank you for being you and being here and being alive. And I'm sending you so much warmth and love on your own spiritual journey. I'm sending you my best. It's been kind.